All right, it's Bill here. Here's my thoughts on a 6-3 win over the Calgary Flames. Calgary, welcome to Leaf Nation. It looked like another 50-50 crowd, and how many times will you see an opposing team have a person get a hat trick and hats fly on the ice? Only the Toronto Maple Leafs can do this, and they've got a great record in Calgary and Edmonton lately on this road trip. So you know when they play Seattle on Thursday, it's going to be a little bit crazy. But anyways, this game was nuts. Every game in Calgary that the Toronto Maple Leafs play is nuts. But it starts off with 2 disallowed goals. In my opinion, both of them should have been disallowed. I might be of the non-opinion there, but from what I've seen called all year, I don't know what, if it was a high stick, they said, over Tavares. I'm not sure about that. But he certainly slapped the glove of Dustin Wolf to get the puck to drop out. And then on the other one, Huberdeau put his stick right in the Wall's blocker. Again, Wall was out of the net. You might be able to argue that. But anyways, even Steven, and it's 2 disallowed goals. And then the Leafs, 2 penalties. Terrible ones. I think the first one went to Connor Timmins for a hook. And the second one, Jake McCabe fired it over the boards. And they pretty much nearly survived the entire 5-on-3 until Matt Coronado banged it home. And then the Leafs get some power play goodness. Power plays come back. The first one was a penalty to me. I think that one was on Mackenzie Weegar for tripping. Obviously, it was pretty blatant trip. And on that power play, nice pass. Now, I'll save it for a little bit later. But Bobby McMahon came on and made the pass to... it was Matthew Nyes, from Matthews to Matthew Nyes, and a great great pass over to Nylander for the one-timer, beautiful. And then you had the next penalty was not a penalty to me. That's a Holmberg dive. But then there's going to be one where a little embellishment on a 5-on-3 for Jonathan Huberdeau. Again, even Steven, but so, Johnny. By the way, can I ask one thing? The Leafs on the power play. Now, I know they went 2 for 4 tonight, so you're going to go, wow, great power play. Now, the power play goals they scored, the first one was second one was a 1 face-off draw. So you didn't have to enter the zone. You won the draw, you got it over to Matthews, and Matthews got it to Johnny T, who went to the backhand and scored. The other goal they got, Johnny T wasn't on the ice, and therefore we were able to get a zone entry, which translated into a nice stolen puck from Matthews over to Nyes and then to Nylander. On the last 2 power plays, I don't know, I'm missing something on the way to Broadway. Because it's staring right there. They do the same move all the time, and every team knows they back to either Marner or Matthews, and they go to the boards, and the team wants you to give it to Johnny, where the puck goes to die. Why must the Leafs run the same play? And if you're going to run that play, don't give it to Johnny T, because you lose the puck every time. Put a Nylander over there. Put a Nyes over there. Put a Bobby McMahon over there. Please. Johnny T might be all right in front of the net. He was terrible defensively tonight. On a power play, why give him the puck standing still at the blue line? There is nothing good going to happen from it. Nothing. It never goes well. I watch it. It's like craziness that they don't change it up. Anyways, I'm complaining they scored 2 for 4, but come on. The zone entries, change it up. And then a 5-on-3. The cross-check to Kadri's face. And then the stick hit him, but it was an embellishment. Made it 5-on-3. And again, the Leafs kill some of it, but then... Who was it? They gave it to this. I thought it was Weegar, but they gave it to Saraganovic or whatever the hell his name is. So now you're looking at this point. It's a 5-on-3. 5-on-3. 2 5-on-3 goals for Calgary, 2 5-on-4 goals for the Leafs. Oh, by the way, Mitchie Boitano. What will we do without Mitchie Boitano? We win. What will we do without Mitchie Boitano? Well, by the way, the Leafs did miss him tonight, but even though they got the win, I didn't like Domi's game at all. But because of Mitchie Boitano not being in the lineup, you got your Ryan Reeves report. Ryan Reeves. And I bring it up for a particular case because the third goal has got some little stink to it. And it's a stink that us Leaf fans know all about. You Calgary Flames fans, you got an organization that can't figure anything out, let's be honest with you. Your Ryan Reeves report. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. We'll talk about that one in a sec. One shot on goal. 0 in 7 minutes and 50 seconds of ice time. He did nothing except for the third goal. I'm going to try to tie these all in together, just interweave them nicely. The third goal is the first 5-on-5 goal by Bobby McMahon, and it is caused because Tyson Barrie is by far one of the worst defensemen that's ever played this game. And unfortunately, he's now on the Calgary Flames. Fortunately for a Leaf fan, he's on your team. But we had to watch this garbage nonsense 2 years. And we traded Nazem Kadri, who dominated Johnny T tonight. One of the reasons I hated signing Johnny T at the time is because we had Kadri. And I know Jacqueline DeBrusk had his little incident in the playoffs that they had to get rid of Kadri. Who's the better player, Kadri or Tavares? You tell me. Watch the game tonight. Who dominated who? Yeah, Tavares got a power play goal. Good. Well, how was he on 5-on-5? Oh, was he on the ice for a goal? Oh, yeah. Of course, I saw Johnny Tay go crazy when they had an empty net trying to get a goal and when trying to get Nylander one. But Reeves had his one. So the goal, Bobby McMahon. For some ungodly reason, Tyson Barrie decides it's the best time to pinch. And what a horrible pinch. And by the way, on this shift, as I said, we're interweaving this story. Chief Craig Strongbow made a great decision and decided not to put Ryan Reeves on the ice with David Kant. I like the name. David Kant. And Steve Lorentz. And Steve Lorentz and David Kant were going, oh my God, we got a winger. We got Bobby McMahon on the line. Let's see what we can do. Steve Lorentz passes it over to Bobby McMahon, and Bobby McMahon buries it. 3-2. There's your 5-on-5 goal. Now, it's interesting. Ryan Reeves was 0, as I said. 0, 0, 0. Plus minus is 0. David Camp was +2. Steve Lorentz, +1. How did they do that? Oh, yeah, they didn't have dummy on their line. Now, interweaving this story, the only shot on net that Ryan Reeves had was in the third period, and he deked out Tyson Barrie. Oh my God, Tyson Barrie. Well, you just take your pictures with Bieber and you be best friends with Marner and Matthews all you want. You're a disgusting hockey player. It's great to see on another team. You know, like sometimes you want to see a really bad player. Like I would have loved to see Jake Gartner in different colors and see the Leafs go up against the Scarecrow. The guy, if he only had a brain. It'd have been awesome to see that. Well, I got to see it tonight. Tyson Barrie, one of the worst defensemen to ever be employed by the Toronto Maple Leafs, was now playing on the team we're playing against, and Ryan Reeves, one-on-one, schooled him and had a breakaway. And, of course, he can't shoot the puck. So it was a save. But that's his one shot on net. And the reason why the Leafs were up 3-2 is because Tyson Barrie is on the Calgary Flames. Thank you, Tyson. What was Tyson's night tonight? Whew, I imagine it was a beauty. Tyson Barrie, 0, 0, 0, -1. Because of that play, 0, 0, 0, 0. A lot of zeros for Tyson tonight in 14 minutes of ice time. Whew. Anyways, then we go into, now you got a 3-2 lead, still not comfortable. And then Nylander back to work. I love the Max Pacioretty play. He even gave him a horrible pass. They're at the end of a shift. And everyone's peeling off. And Nylander takes it. A horrible. Max Pacioretty was god-awful tonight. There were some really bad Leafs tonight. Max Pacioretty was up there, but he was able to throw a pass at Nylander's skates. Heaven forbid he put it on his stick. But Nylander kicks it up to his skate. And, of course, I think it was Anderson got caught on this one. And bam, 4-2. Brilliant shots. Bobby McMahon, William Nylander, and now you're sailing at 4-2. But we remember what happened on Saturday. So even though it's late at night, I wasn't going to go get my beauty sleep just yet. I needed to see what was going to happen because it could have gone either way. And then Matthew Nyes on a great play by... So he gets nailed behind the net by Anderson. Lawyer cross-check. Penalty or not penalty. I was thinking it might be a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. But, of course, Austin Matthews back-checking, interrupts the play in the zone, goes through, dekes out the team, great to the net. Domi goes to the net. I'll give him credit on that. Pops out. Matt Nyes takes the hit, puts it in the net, taps it in, 5-2. Thought that was going to get challenged because it did look like Domi did spin the goalie, but maybe that doesn't count when the goalie's so far out of the net. I don't know. It's not like Wolf was anywhere near the crease when it happened. I'm assuming that's why they didn't challenge it. And it's not like even if Domi didn't touch him, it's not like he was going to get back in the net. But Nice took the hit, scored the goal, made it 5-2. So it's cruise time. Everyone's partying. And then they play Johnny T on the ice. And what was it? 18 seconds later, 18 seconds later, Joel Farabee, who scored the first goal and acted like he'd won the Stanley Cup, and then he got called back, and then he got a goal. I guess that's his first for the Calgary Flames. That's maybe he was jumping up and down. But that was 5-3 real quick. And then it was a little bit of hang on, but it wasn't bad. The Leafs weren't, to me, the Leafs, the third line wasn't bad tonight with Holmberg. I thought the second line just got outplayed by, of course, the first line for Calgary got teamed up against Tavares. Kadri against Tavares. Yeah, Kadri. I don't know what Kadri makes, but it ain't Tavares money. And we could have had Kadri as a center, and we could have took $11 million and done something else with it. But I digress. And what did we trade Kadri for? Barrie! See how this interweaves. This is an interweaving story tonight of a game. Interweaving. I thought the fourth line actually wasn't that bad. I've seen Ryan Reeves play hockey. He's a disgrace out on the ice, but the fourth line wasn't bad. And Lorenzen didn't have a bad game. And I will call out Morgan. Really? Had a pretty decent game tonight. Probably the best game I've seen him play. He was skating around. I don't know what his night was, but it certainly wasn't zeros across the board. 0, 1, 1, 3, plus 3. Holy moly, he got a triple bogey tonight. 3 shots on net, no hits. Of course, man don't hit. 3 block shots in 22 minutes of ice time. What does that do? That plus 3, does that get him into that triple bogey? Is that going to cost him the Pebble Beach Pro-Am? I don't know. Let's see. Nah, he's still minus 19. He's still good. I think he's still got the lead there. But anyways, it wasn't a bad game for him tonight, to be honest with you. I liked the skating. I thought the defense pretty solid tonight. Again, he gave up 2 5-on-3 goals, and he gave up a goal because Johnny T and compatriots at 18 seconds after a goal can't do anything. I thought Wall was a little bit all over the place tonight, but again, he didn't have to stand on his head tonight. He stood on his head against Edmonton. Much better to gave up 3 goals on 26 shots. He made some nice saves, but he seemed a little bit, the puck was certainly bouncing off him tonight, but we'll take the victory. Thank you, Tyson Barrie. Love you, buddy. They play Seattle on Thursday. The good news is I think it's a 10 o'clock start, so man, my beauty sleep's going to take a wild hit on that one, but, look at the face. It's got to get to sleep. But yeah, a 10 o'clock start, I should be home from darts, so I really won't have to tape it. I won't be PVRing it, and man, I'm going to be a tired boy on Friday. Cheers.